Are you relentlessly chasing your desires, only to find them constantly out of reach? What if the universe isn't asking you to do more, but to be more? We live in a world that applauds effort, the relentless pursuit, the grind, but in the sacred dance of creation, this very intensity can be the barrier. Quantum manifestation reveals a truth often overlooked. The universe doesn't respond to your sweat and struggle. It responds to your coherence. This isn't about working harder, it's about aligning with the divine current that already flows through you. So, how do you stop pushing against the current and start surfing the waves of creation? It begins with a deep internal recalibration. Most seekers try to manifest abundance while their spirit whispers of lack, or they yearn for love while their inner world resonates with solitude. This energetic dissonance is the real no the universe hears. It's not your prayers, vision boards, or rituals that manifest. It's the frequency of your being. The universe isn't a vending machine, it's a mirror. What if the greatest secret to manifestation isn't about asking, but about becoming? This is the profound twist rarely spoken of. Manifestation isn't a result of asking for something, but of embodying it. In the vast, infinite ocean of quantum potential, effort is irrelevant. Only resonance matters. Your sacred task is not to push against the veil, but to attune your very essence to the reality you desire. This is where most get lost, grappling with the idea of feeling it real. But the paradox is this: the state of divine allowing is the true magnet. The universe is constantly reflecting your inner state. Are you broadcasting a symphony of trust or a discord of doubt? The observer effect in quantum physics whispers a profound truth. Your observation does alter reality, but only when infused with expectancy, not desperation. When you witness your desired reality through the lens of unwavering faith and divine knowing, the wave of potential gracefully collapses into form. But when fear and urgency cloud your gaze, the wave remains, an eternal possibility, never quite touching the shores of reality. Let's pause here. This isn't about judgment. It's about awakening to the vibrational dialogue you're constantly having with the cosmos. Imagine tuning a divine radio. You wouldn't demand the music. You'd simply find its frequency. Your life is no different. Quantum manifestation isn't about pleading with the universe. It's about attuning yourself to the frequency where your desired life already exists. This is the sacred crossroads where ancient spiritual wisdom embraces modern scientific insight. Visionaries like Neville Goddard taught us to live from the end, to truly embody the emotional signature of our fulfilled desires. Dr. Joe Dispenza echoes this, speaking of the brain and heart's coherence, sending a unified message of creation to the quantum field. Abraham Hicks calls it getting into the vortex, that sweet spot of emotional alignment where resistance dissolves and divine receiving begins. Why does this divine simplicity elude so many? Because the ego thrives on complexity and struggle. Here's the silent truth. Simplicity frightens the ego. We are conditioned to believe that true value is forged in pain, that transformation demands monumental effort, that progress is a byproduct of relentless hustle. But in the quantum realm, the opposite is true. The more you chase, the more you subtly affirm the absence. The more you try to force, the more you amplify resistance. That's why this message is so powerful. Quantum manifestation is simple. And that's precisely why it's so misunderstood. Simplicity isn't glamorous. It's not a marketable drama, but it is the sacred threshold where true transformation unfolds. Your desired life isn't a distant dream. It's a vibrational reality awaiting your alignment. In the next moments, we'll delve deeper into how to recalibrate your energetic signature, how the quantum field mirrors your internal landscape, and how to finally live as the version of you who effortlessly attracts. But first, sit with this profound truth. The version of your life you desire already exists. In quantum theory, all possible outcomes coexist in a state of potential. Your singular sacred task is to collapse into that reality, not through forceful will, but through the perfect harmony of your frequency. So, release the chase, and instead, start becoming. Not tomorrow, not when circumstances align, but right now. That is the moment the universe begins to respond. If your external world is a reflection, what grand narrative is your inner mirror broadcasting? Most approach manifestation with a to-do list. Visualize daily, repeat affirmations, journal desires. While these are useful tools, they often become mechanical, superficial attempts to alter the reflection without changing the face looking into the mirror. The truth is, the quantum field doesn't respond to your uttered words. It responds to who you are being. And being is not a performance. It's not pretending to feel rich while anxieties about bills gnaw at your soul. It's not proclaiming trust in the universe while secretly obsessing over timelines. Being is alignment, a profound vibrational congruence between your inner cosmos and the reality you yearn to experience. Your thoughts are the electricity, your emotions the magnet. Together, they weave the fabric of your reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza beautifully articulates this. Your thoughts are electric, your emotions are magnetic. Together, they forge an electromagnetic signature that broadcasts your state of being into the quantum field. This field, teeming with infinite potential, begins to reorganize itself based on the signal you're sending. Not what you want, but what you are. Consider a life of financial freedom. If you're constantly vibrating with anxiety, scrutinizing your bank account, and visualizing worst-case scenarios, your signature screams scarcity. And scarcity, dear seeker, attracts more scarcity. The universe isn't judging, it's simply reflecting your broadcast. The secret isn't to chase a new future, but to embody it in the present moment as a sacred remembrance. Here's the transformative twist. The most potent way to shift your signal isn't to pursue a new future, but to embody it now, to feel it, to practice the frequency of your desired reality until it becomes your natural state, not as a falsehood, but as a deep, soul-level remembrance. For somewhere in the boundless multiverse, that magnificent version of you already exists. And when you align with that version, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you initiate the beautiful collapse of that possibility into your tangible reality. This isn't mere wishful thinking. It's validated by neuroplasticity. Your brain is a cosmic conductor, rewiring itself with every heartfelt vision of your future. When you vividly imagine a future event and infuse it with the profound emotions of its fulfillment, gratitude, peace, ecstatic joy, your brain literally begins to forge the neural pathways as if it were already happening. Persist in this sacred practice, and your body will become intimately familiar with that future before it arrives. And when the body believes, the quantum field responds. Neville Goddard echoed this millennia ago, advising, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled." He wasn't advocating pretense, he meant fusion. Allow the feeling of your desired reality to become more real than your current circumstances. Let it resonate so deeply that your entire nervous system calibrates to it. Manifestation isn't a cosmic negotiation, it's a profound reunion with your higher self. What most fail to grasp is this: manifestation is not about begging the universe for favors. It's about meeting the version of yourself who already lives that reality and calling that version into your present moment. Not through arduous effort, but through perfect resonance. And when that resonance becomes consistent, unwavering, the quantum field mirrors it back to you as undeniable experience. A profound shift occurs when you stop waiting for external signs and become the sign itself. When you cease to seek synchronicities and instead begin to live in sync. That, dear one, is when reality bends. That is when time dances in strange ways. That is when miracles seemingly align, not by chance, but by divine coherence. What version of reality are you consistently observing within your sacred inner world? In quantum mechanics, the act of observation collapses the wave function, transforming potential into solid reality. But not all observation is equal. Observation charged with unwavering trust and profound emotional clarity wields far greater collapsing power than observation tainted by the shadows of fear and doubt. So, I implore you, ask yourself, what version of realities are you consistently observing, nurturing, and embodying within your inner sanctuary? When spiritual teachers say, act as if, it's not about feigning confidence or donning a mask. It's about stepping into the emotional posture of one who already knows, one who isn't waiting for external proof, but who embodies the very evidence before it manifests. When you master your frequency, you don't merely attract reality, you become the very gravity that pulls it into being. This is the genesis of mastering your personal frequency. And when you achieve this, you don't merely attract reality, you become the very gravity that pulls it in. Now that we grasp that the quantum field doesn't grant your desires, but rather reflects who you are, the next profound question is, how do you gracefully collapse possibility into tangible form? Quantum physics reveals that all potential realities, your dream career, your soulmate relationship, your financial breakthrough, exist in a state of superposition. They are not distant hopes, but present potentials awaiting your divine selection. Your focused awareness, steeped in emotion, is the key to unlocking hidden realities. They don't materialize simply because you think about them. They become real when your observation, your deeply focused awareness, causes the wave to collapse. But this isn't a casual glance. The quantum field responds to emotionally charged focus, to observation laced with unwavering belief, profound trust, complete embodiment, and perfect energetic alignment. When you feel your future as if it's already real, you begin to imprint that magnificent version into the unified field. You don't chase it, you stabilize it. And in doing so, the universe responds with immediate, harmonious alignment. When your brain and heart sing in unison, your signal becomes an unstoppable force of creation. Dr. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that this process demands coherence, a sacred synchronization between the brain and the heart. Most people exist in a state of mental chaos and emotional disharmony. Their intellect yearns for one thing, but their emotions broadcast a message of lack. Their actions are fragmented, driven by fear or lingering doubt. In such a state, the field struggles to discern a clear frequency to reflect. But when your brain and heart enter into profound coherence, your signal becomes incandescently strong. You are no longer sending mixed messages. You are broadcasting a unified frequency of absolute trust, profound gratitude, and unwavering certainty. This is the divine signature of one who already is what they once dared to hope to become. Your emotions are the alchemical keys, unlocking new physiological states and attracting your desires. Let's explore this through the lens of neurobiology. When you deeply feel an emotion, your body releases powerful neurochemicals corresponding to that feeling. Gratitude floods you with dopamine and oxytocin. Trust ignites serotonin. These chemicals don't just feel good, they fundamentally shift your entire physiological state, and your state becomes your point of attraction. If you can generate these elevated emotions without needing external confirmation, you reclaim your inherent creative power. You are no longer merely reacting to life, you are informing it. And this, dear one, is how reality begins to shift in miraculous ways. Your consistent emotional assumptions are the invisible architects of your outer world. Neville Goddard wisely stated that your assumptions harden into facts. What he truly meant was this: your consistent emotional assumptions create an irresistible gravitational pull that meticulously restructures your world. The outer reality becomes a pristine mirror of your inner landscape. And this is not mere philosophy. It is verifiable physics, supported by what we now understand about the observer effect, quantum entanglement, and coherence. The observer effect teaches us that what you focus upon not only expands but profoundly transforms. You are not merely witnessing a future unfold, you are shaping it moment by moment with every thought, every emotion, and every conscious choice. The universe whispers its secrets not to the restless, but to the consistently aligned. So, how do you maintain this profound alignment? How do you perpetually live as if your desired reality is already here? This is where many falter. They touch the desired frequency briefly in meditation or journaling, only to revert to worrying, doubting, and reinforcing their old identity. That's akin to planting a precious seed and then constantly digging it up to check for growth. Quantum manifestation demands energetic consistency. This doesn't mean perfection, it means continually returning, again and again, to the version of you who already possesses it. Not just in thought, but in feeling. Not just in words, but in subtle, conscious behavior. Walk as if. Breathe as if. Make decisions as if. Every small alignment is a compounding echo, reinforcing the quantum imprint of your new reality. Because every minute alignment compounds. Every moment you choose coherence over fear, presence over distraction, you are reinforcing the quantum imprint of your magnificent new reality. Here is where the magic truly unfolds. Once you stabilize that high vibration, reality begins to respond with what many call synchronicity, unexpected opportunities, profound intuitive nudges, sudden clarity, divine encounters at the perfect moment. And this isn't magic. It's the quantum field gracefully reorganizing itself around your radiant signal. You will know you are nearing the collapse when you feel it in your very bones, not as fleeting excitement or impatient longing, but as unshakable certainty, a quiet knowing, a deep sense of inevitability. You stop asking, "Where is it?" and begin to feel, "It's already mine." At this point, you have transcended from wishful thinking to energetic authorship. You have traversed the sacred bridge between mere possibility and profound embodiment. And from here, something shifts, not only in your outer world, but in your very perception of it. You cease needing external validation because your frequency becomes its own undeniable evidence. You have collapsed the wave, and the life you once visualized is now incredibly visualizing you back. Once you begin to live from the end, not merely toward it, everything begins to transform. The universe doesn't respond to hope. It responds to the unwavering certainty of your energetic signature. But let's be honest, this is where most get stuck. Not due to a lack of belief, but due to a lack of understanding how to become what they desire. They attempt to think their way into a new life without truly feeling it. They hope for change while subtly embodying the same old patterns. And the quantum field, dear friend, doesn't respond to hope. It responds to energetic certainty. Quantum manifestation is not about positive thinking until something magically appears. It's about becoming a perfect vibrational match to the timeline you're seeking to access. That timeline, that version of you already exists. You're not building it from scratch. You're selecting it by aligning your energy to the frequency it broadcasts. How do you know you're aligning? You stop obsessing over the how and start tuning into your inner calibration. You cease obsessing over the how. You stop chasing external validation, signs, or guarantees. You become less reactive to the outer world and more exquisitely attuned to your inner calibration. Abraham Hicks often says, "You can't get there from there," meaning you cannot manifest the version of you who is free, at peace, and fulfilled from a place of urgency, frustration, or lack. You must begin acting, choosing, and especially feeling as if you're already there. That's when something truly mysterious begins to unfold. You start attracting different thoughts, not the ones you force, but the ones that naturally belong to that higher version of you. Your intuition sharpens. You sense new, effortless paths opening. Reality becomes more fluid. Time bends and life accelerates to meet your elevated vibration. The synchronicities become bolder, almost playful. Reality itself becomes more fluid. Time seems to bend in strange, beautiful ways. It's as if life is accelerating to meet you. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when you enter a high-frequency emotional state, gratitude, pure love, profound awe, your brain and heart enter a state of gamma coherence. In this exalted state, your nervous system becomes exquisitely receptive to new, expansive patterns. Your energetic field becomes intensely magnetic, and manifestation transforms into a natural, effortless flow. Not because you're forcing it, but because you have become the portal through which that reality gracefully flows. If things have ever clicked for you, you've touched the quantum field's responsive magic. And this is why we urge you, stop chasing, start attracting. It's not about relentless effort, it's about impeccable calibration. If you've ever experienced a moment where things just clicked, where everything aligned effortlessly, where an opportunity manifested precisely when you needed it, or someone articulated exactly what you were thinking, you've already felt the quantum field responding to your alignment. Now imagine consciously living in that state by choice. That's what we are here to explore, to embody, to manifest. There's a reason this message is reaching you right now. Your field is ready for a profound shift. And now, let's speak directly to the deepest chambers of your subconscious, for there's a divine reason this message is resonating with you in this very moment. You've likely felt that your manifestations take too long, that perhaps something is blocking them, or that you're somehow doing it wrong. But here is the profound truth. You have always been closer than you think. The mere fact that you are hearing these words now is undeniable proof that your energetic field is ready to shift, to expand, to blossom. You are not broken. You are not behind. You don't need to chase anything. You simply need to stabilize the version of you who no longer chases. You are not becoming powerful. You already are. You are not learning how to manifest. You are remembering how reality responds to you. The one who knows, who walks with quiet certainty and grounded magnetism. That magnificent version of you already exists. And every moment you choose to remember that, you collapse the distance between your current reality and your deepest desire. So, let this be the sacred moment you stop trying and start remembering. Let this be the moment you embody the version of you who lives as if it's already done. Let this be the quantum event where you shift from endless waiting to powerful becoming. Activate your divine alignment. Type 777 and anchor this shift. And now, a powerful invitation to anchor this profound shift. If this message is resonating deeply within your soul, if you feel the sacred stirrings of your next level aligning, comment 777 below. Why 777? In numerology and ancient spiritual traditions, 777 is revered as the number of divine alignment. It's a vibrational code that symbolizes your path unfolding in perfect, sacred order. When you witness 777, it's not just a sign, it's a mirror, a luminous reflection that your internal reality is syncing with your highest potential. A divine confirmation that your manifestation is not only valid, it's already vibrating within your field. Your act of affirmation amplifies the entire field. We are all connected in this cosmic dance. So when you type 777, you're not merely engaging, you're activating. You're claiming your profound coherence. You're becoming a powerful note of resonance for what you are divinely ready to receive. And in doing so, you amplify this frequency, not just for yourself, but for every soul reading this. That is the magnificent interplay of the quantum field. It multiplies what we affirm together. Go ahead. Type 777 in the comments. Witness who else responds. Watch what happens in your field after this sacred declaration. Consider this your crystalline signal to the universe. I no longer chase. I attract because I already am. The universe whispers a profound truth. There is nothing to wait for. If there's one profound truth, the quantum field tirelessly whispers to those willing to truly listen, it is this: there is nothing to wait for. Every version of your life, every divine timeline, every possibility, Every potential reality already exists. It is not something you laboriously create through force. It is something you tune into through perfect alignment. And the profound shift doesn't demand years of effort or complex techniques. It begins the very moment you cease searching for external signs and start embodying the signal within. Your desired reality isn't far. It's vibrationally adjacent. Think about this. The reality where your manifestations are already tangible is not somewhere distant. It's vibrationally adjacent. You don't need to leap into it. You simply need to stop resonating with the one you wish to leave behind. This is the profound essence of Neville Goddard's wisdom. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It is not a game of wishful thinking. It is the sacred science of self-selection. You are not asking life to become something. You are telling life, "This is who I am now." And the quantum field, being utterly obedient to perfect coherence, responds accordingly. The quantum field hears only the vibration beneath your thoughts. But there is a sacred caveat. You cannot fake it. You cannot pretend to feel abundant while your soul is anchored in doubt. You cannot chant affirmations from a place of deep fear. You cannot meditate your way into a new life while mentally clinging to the patterns of the old one. The quantum field is not deceived by superficial rituals. It listens only to the vibration beneath your thoughts. And that, dear seeker, is precisely where your authentic power resides. How do you live from this authentic power? Through unwavering coherence, chosen moment by moment. So, how do you live from this boundless power? You practice coherence. You choose again and again to return to alignment. Not once, not when it's convenient, but as a profound devotion, a sacred lifestyle, a way of being. You speak differently. You walk differently. You treat others and yourself as if you are already that person. And soon, you won't be acting anymore. You will be living it. This is the quantum code behind manifestation that so few truly understand. Not because it's hidden, but because it's simple. Too simple for a mind addicted to complexity. Too gentle for a world addicted to struggle. This divine simplicity is your secret key, but that profound simplicity is your secret key. The more you release the frantic need to make it happen, the more gracefully reality begins to shape itself around you. Allow yourself to trust this. Allow yourself to stop waiting for external evidence and become the evidence itself. And remember, the most potent manifestations don't announce themselves with dazzling fireworks. They arrive in the quiet, sacred moments, felt deeply in your being. A shift in breath, a sudden peace, a profound knowing. The universe speaks quietly when it delivers what you have already claimed. What if the change you've been waiting for is waiting for you to finally stop waiting? So now I ask you with reverence and curiosity, what if the change you've been waiting for is waiting for you to finally stop waiting? What if your next divine timeline is watching you right now, eagerly awaiting the signal that declares, "I'm ready. Let's collapse the distance"? If that resonates deep within your soul, leave a comment below sharing your experience, your sacred intention, or simply your affirmation. Let this space be more than a video. Let it be a frequency portal. Let your words here become unwavering anchors in the quantum field. You are not alone. We are a field, a wave, a movement, and your coherence strengthens the whole. And as you scroll through the comments, notice, you are not alone. We are a field, a wave, a powerful movement, and your individual coherence profoundly strengthens the whole. If this video activated something sacred within you, consider subscribing, not just for content, but for profound connection. This channel is a sanctuary for those who truly know the universe is listening, for those who are ready to become what they've been calling in. You are not becoming powerful. You already are. You are not learning how to manifest. You are remembering how reality responds to you. And the moment you stop chasing and start aligning, that's when manifestation becomes effortless. And that's when it gets magical.